All right, this is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, verse 21. And I saw and separated the fair it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster in a plant.
Go one more.
Come. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, verse 20. So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril, because of the devices that were come into it.
Right.
And I saw and spared it greatly.
Right. If you leave humanity alone on the earth, they're going to imagine everything and create it. You know, that's what makes us different than animals. The mind is able to have cognitive thinking, to be able to speak and to comprehend, to be able to imagine and think of things and create it. That's what makes us different than animals. But what separates humanity from being beasts truly is this word and these laws. See? That's another step up. So when you keep these laws, like you were saying earlier, and you keep this word, that makes you a God. Now you're connected with the heavens. And everything else beneath that, so-called white man, Chinese, Japanese, any man upon this earth, even our own people that go by the ways of this world, they're considered beasts. You see that? All right, go ahead. So all the imaginations that were created by man is what? Go ahead, brother.
And have kept me a grape of the cluster, in a plant of a great people.
So out of all the people on the earth, the Lord chose one grape, meaning the nation of Israel. And out of that grape of Israel, the nation of Israel, he chose one cluster, or one grape, right?
Son.
And that grape is talking about the elect. Go ahead.
Let the multitude perish then.
So let 2/3 of our people perish. He don't care. Go ahead.
Which was born in vain.
So they were born in what? Sin. They were born in vanity. Go ahead.
Let my grape be kept.
Because it'd be better that they were not born, instead of being born in wickedness. They're walking around dead upon the earth like a corpse. What do you call that? Vegetable sleepwalking? So it'd be better that their body was to die, man, and they would be with the Father, and be with Yahushua. But instead, they're living out of torment upon the earth, and these other nations are not suffering their bodies to be put to rest. And to be put to rest, they got to be in this word, because this is the rest where he calls the weary to rest. Other than that, they're walking around the earth weary. Go ahead.
And let my grape be kept in my plant, for which great labor have I made it perfect.
Right, with great labor is he making us perfect through adversity, through affliction, through healing, you know, through forgiveness, through mercy, through repentance, through great labor, through great chastisement, through love. That's how he's making us perfect, man. And he's making our faith perfect, you know. So that makes us the garden. And he said, what? Let my vine be kept. And what did he call Yahushua? The vine. And he called us the branches. All right? Where we at?
I'm going to get that vine scripture, but I got Isaiah 13:3.
Yeah, go and get that.
All right. This is Isaiah chapter 13. I'm going to start at verse 3.
Right.
I have commanded my sanctified ones, and I have also called my mighty ones for my anger.
Right, he called the sanctified ones. He called the sanctified ones, right? His sanctified ones are his elect. All right, they're the ones he called. Many are called, but few are chosen. So he's calling his elect. That's the sanctified ones. And his mighty ones for his anger, talking about his angels. World War III is about to break out. The Most High's true name is Yahweh, and his son named Yahushua. When he speaks of bearing your cross, he's talking about come out here doing exactly what you see every week and deal with the persecution to save your family. All right, go ahead, brother.
It says, even them that rejoice in my
highness, right. We're rejoicing in the Most High's highness. We're rejoicing that he's the Most High. We're not angry that he's doing whatever he wants with his creation. We don't have questions in the sense of a devil's advocate. You know, we have straight up, hey, we hear you, and it makes sense. That is it. You the Most High. We agree with what you want. thus saith the Most High, thy will be done. Go ahead, brother, real quick. Interjection?
Yeah, quick interjection.
Yeah.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 24.
Right.
As his ways are plain unto the holy.
Wait. Read it again.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 24.
Right, man. What do you think we have been given the mind of Christ? The mind is improper.
As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked.
It said his ways are plain to the holy. I mean, as soon as we read it, we get it. We ain't got to go over it. I don't know, man. I don't know for sure. Nah, we in line with his spirit.
I got it.
All right? But the wicked and the unbelieving and the doubtful, they're going to sway to and fro. And they're going to run around having itching ears.
Oh.
You got one? Go ahead, bro.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 16.
Anybody else?
It says, for who have known the mind of the Lord?
So who on this earth has known the mind of Yahushua? Is it so-called white man? Do you see them trying to grow their beard? Do you see them trying to keep the laws of Yahweh? Yeah, they growing their beard, but they're not trying to grow it to get back to the ways of King David. You know, and they grow their beard, they look like billy goats. They don't look like lions. You know what I mean? Are they praying to the name Yahweh and Yahushua? Are they showing love to his people, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans? You know, they're in the spirit of the deceiver. They're in the spirit of their father, the devil. That's why they do this thing that the devil does, deceive. All right, and steal and rob and kill and murder. All right, the scriptures say he was a liar from the beginning. Go ahead, brother.
It says that he may instructed him, but we have the mind of a Mashiach.
So we've been given that mind of his son Yahushua. All right, that's why we line up with Yahweh. All right, so if you believe in this truth, the scriptures say, don't let it be the outward adorning what you wear. You know, a woman, say if a woman got a hair wrap and she covering the whole body, that don't make her godly. That make her modest and keeping in laws, but that's preferable, but that doesn't make her godly. What makes her godly is what? The adornment of the inner man. That inner man that's within you is supposed to be the man that you have, or that man Yahushua. And the spirit that was in him was a meek and lowly spirit, and a humble and calmly spirit. He wasn't naked, you know? And women covering up is supposed to represent being covered by his name, by his word, not being covered by these idols or just naked, being exposed or ashamed. So that's what it means by being covered. All right? So it's the inner man within us that separates us from this world. You know? Go ahead.
This is Galatians chapter 4. I'm going to start at verse 4.
Right.
It says, but when the fullness of time was come, Yahweh sent forth his son, made a woman and made under the law.
What made under the woman?
It was Yahweh sent forth his son, made of a woman, made under the law, to redeem them that were under the law.
Right, that means Joseph and Mary, they had sex. And they had a child just like everybody else, under the law. That was his wife. The angel told Mary to go to her husband, and told Joseph, don't do away with your wife because she's pregnant and y'all are not married according to Roman customs. Take her back to you. That's your wife. And he took her back to himself. But they had sex. All right?
That we might receive the adoption of sons.
Right. So that we might receive the adoption of sons through who? Yahushua, that child that was born. Go ahead.
Verse 6. And because ye are sons, Yahweh have sent forth his spirit of his...
Right. So what does that make us? That make us brothers to the first spirit that was created. Yahushua, and that makes y'all sisters to him. You see that? You get some women that talk about, I'm going to get Yahushua when I get in the kingdom. I don't need you. He's not going to be having, well, some people teach that he will have sex, but I don't believe he's going to be having sex. Scripture say he's coming back in his spiritual body. He's not going to need it. You know? But I'm going to stay off of that. That's a whole other topic. Oh, go ahead, bro.
The spirit of his son into your heart, crying, Abba, Father.
Right. His spirit is within us, calling out Abba, Father. Abba is Paleo-Hebrew for Father. See that? That's why you got that spirit in you calling out to the Father. The other people, they walk around just numb to it. Lost, just upon the earth. That's it, dealing with worldly things. Or they calling out to something that's not there, an idol that a man created. This right here is history. His story, Israel. Israel, Prince of the Most High, Jacob. This is the story of Jacob, the story of Israel. Alright, the story of the worm. You know, like a kid's children's story. The story of the worm, Jacob. You know, that's a good children's story. The story of the worm. The story of the worm, Jacob. I'm gonna write it. That's what I'm trying to say a couple times so it'll be on it. Alright, go ahead. Come on with it, bro.
Verse 7.
All right, y'all. Yeah,
it says, wherefore thou art no more a servant, but a son. And if a son, then heirs of Yahweh through Yahushua.
That's right, man. So we're heirs to the throne. We're actually princes and princesses. You know? We heirs to a kingdom, a rulership. So he said we're heirs to Yahweh, to our Father, through Yahushua, through the Messiah. That's it?
Okay.
All right, precept. Go ahead, brother.
This is Amos 8 and 11. It says, behold, the days come, said the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of the hearing the words of the Lord.
Right, so that's going to come in the midst of a real famine. The Lord going to have us off of these streets. See, people like this sister here that's been hunting down the word and chasing it, and that day she's not going to have to look for it. The scriptures say that. It says the place of righteousness, that righteousness is there, something like that. Have you seen righteousness in it? Remember that one, for that scripture we say, have you seen the place of righteousness? It's in 2nd Ezra. I just read it the other day. But in that day, the Lord says, in the midst of all this chaos, the same people that are walking past us and ignoring us, in that day when they see everything happening, they heard us talking. In that day, they're going to be running around the streets looking for us. But the Lord might have us in concentration camps, being tested, tortured. See that? So if you're not doing this work, and in that day they come grab you up, and they start torturing you, what you going to think about? You're going to think about, have you done this work or not? Or have you believed like you were supposed to? Because we know what's coming. We know they're going to try to come grab us off these streets and put us in their internment camps and take us away from our families. We know this while we're out here. You see that? So in that day, we're not going to be out here teaching. Go ahead, brother.
This is Proverbs 8 and 8 and 17.
That's right. Go ahead.
It says, I love them that love me, and those that see me early shall find me.
Right. The Lord only loves who loves him. And who was set up to love him? The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The so-called white man can't even love the ones they see every day. They can't even love the so-called black people that they see every day. But you claim to love the Lord. And the Lord is the so-called dark man, dark-skinned man from the tribe of Judah, who was crucified in Rome by y'all and his own people. Go ahead, brother. All right. Go ahead, bro.
All right, this is Sirach, chapter 47, verse 22.
Right. Smiles are just the movement of lips and the showing of teeth. So many thoughts go through the mind while a face is smiling. Go ahead.
All right, this is Sirach, 47 and 22.
Right. Through smiles we were put in slavery. Through smiles the Indians were invaded.
It says, but the Lord will never leave off his mercy, neither shall any of his works perish.
That's right, man.
Neither will he abolish the posterity of his elect, and the seed of him that loveth him, he will not take away.
Right, so the man that's in the truth, and the women that come under them, and their children, or anybody that's in their household, they're going to be protected from this coming destruction. Go ahead, bro.
I got one more sentence. Wherefore he gave a remnant unto Jacob, and out of him a root unto David.
That's right. Go Well, you want to speak on your point? You never hear me speak on it.
Oh, Con, I was just bringing out the point back when the brothers was bringing out how these other nations claim they love the Most High, but yet they don't put forth no works, man. All right, so if you out here putting forth the works towards the Most High, man, he's going to be out here backing you up. All right, so therefore he's going to remember all your works, man. He's not going to let them go to waste if
Right,
you
bro.
truly love him.
All right. Great, bro.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 5, verse 8. It says, there shall be confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be offset out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and mistress women shall bring forth monsters.
Right. And that's 2/3 of our people. They the monsters. That's he said, I got monsters in my closet. No, you got monsters right here in America.
Right,
You know?
in the fire.
Yeah. But,
And salt water shall be turned into sweet, and all
hey,
prince.
what's a monster? A monster is a little dark-skinned boy walking up the street with blonde hair. A monster is a so-called black woman walking up the street with long blonde hair or short blonde hair. A monster is a man walking around sagging his pants on purpose to show his bottom. A monster is a man walking around with tight, skinny pants on. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I'm gonna go down the list. I'm not gonna go down the list because I'll be going forever. Yeah, Jake cussing their parents out, not obeying the rules, man. Idol worshiping, doing things to their face, cutting their face up. All these things all over YouTube and social media. All these what they call them, trends or challenges. Yeah. Makeup. That's a monster, bro.
And there was another video of the same little boy at a drag queen, gay pride event, and the little boy, I don't know if he was 10, under 10, maybe a little older, but definitely not a teenager, twerking, and you have all these older drag queens, or whatever they want to call themselves, cheering the little boy on, thinking it's okay to stand there at 10 years old with his butt in the air, shaking it for some other man to want to. It's disgusting.
And they can't.
It's awful.
Yeah.
What?
And you know what the messed up part is? Those drag queens know it's wrong.
Yeah, and they think it's okay to see this little boy do this.
They know it's wrong, but nah, they know it's not right. If you get them alone, they'll tell you it's not right. They know it's not right, and they know they're teaching that boy it's not right. They trying to bring more people with them, saying, hey, I'm not going to die in this alone. You know?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're going to.
Along with each other, not with the chosen people.
That's right, not with the chosen. We'll bring them right back through us, through repopulation.
Exactly, because we will breed with the other ways to make more Israelites.
Well, we'll breed with
I don't want to. I did it already.
well, the men,
yes.
the men are going to breed with any type of woman in that
Yeah.
day,
Yeah.
and we're going to need that to bring back everybody.
Right.
The old times.
That's why they brought Ephraim, because Ephraim is the largest tribe. Ephraim means fruitful, which means it gave men enough sperm.
Oh no, that's not it.
That's what that means. Yes, that's what that means.
That's not what
Look
the
at again,
fruitful means.
Ephraim. Yes, that's what that means. You are fruitful.
That's not
you
what
are the largest
I understand
tribe.
what fruitful means, but it's not talking about the sex.
No, what I'm saying is, what it means is that you are fruitful. The male of the Ephraim tribe is fruitful internally, meaning he can produce more children. Excuse me.
Right.
So it's meant in the fact that
they're gonna be a fruitful nation.
the man is fruitful enough to continue to breed.
Yeah, but they're not. I get what you're saying, but they're not gonna have more sex than anybody else
No,
because
I
they're
don't
evil.
mean that.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh right, yeah, no, that's not what I meant. I meant there's more fertility in the Ephraim tribe than there is in with the Esau and the other tribes. That's
All right, I don't disagree with that. I was about to say as far as Judah. I was gonna say Judah now.
No, but if you look in the Bible, what does it say? The tribe of Ephraim is the largest of all tribes.
That was then though.
No, it still is today.
No, it's not.
It has to be, because if all those tribes kept breeding,
No, they got killed off, sisters.
How is that?
They got killed off.
when they were in Samaria.
Yeah.
You're talking about history. Like Ephraim and Benjamin almost got wiped out.
Yep.
Where is that?
We're not about to get it though, but it's in there. Huh?
Father said it Greek, didn't he?
That's right.
They
Yeah, they was joining up to the idols.
Yeah.
They was joining up to idols. But we're not trying to prove who's right and wrong. I told you that. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? When it start going that way, I'm going to shut it down every time. Because you seem more humble than that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And let's keep going with our point.
All right. Keep going with the.
Yeah.
All right. It says.
Keep doing the work.
Yeah. 2 Ezra 5 and 9. It says, "And salt water shall be found in sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another.
Right.
Then shall wit hide itself.
You can break it down for the businesses.
All right. And understanding withdraw itself into its secret chamber." So that's when we're gonna be taken off the streets. And it said, "Wit and understanding shall hide itself." So we're not gonna be out here no longer prophesying, because first of all, the prophecies are gonna be, you know what I'm saying, already being fulfilled. I know everybody's gonna see it, and that's when everybody's gonna be running around trying to look for us, but we ain't gonna be nowhere to be found. We're gonna be in a secret chamber. It says, "And shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and contingency? And contingency be multiplied upon the earth. If one land also shall ask another and say, Is righteousness that maketh a man righteous gone through thee? And he shall say, No. And at the same time men shall hope, but nothing obtain. They that labor, but their ways shall not prosper." And that's when all these people are going to realize that the ways that they've been going is not going to be a prosperous way.
Hey, Wisdom Solomon 5.
All right? And then they're going to realize, hey, when there was a prophet among us, these people that were on these highways and byways spoke of these things that were coming to pass, and now we're to that time, because it says knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of that time. What happens when that knowledge and wisdom is taken off the street and the internet is shut down? People are going to be all going around chaos. He say, "Those that seek me early shall find me." That's why it's good to seek them now. It said, make no tarrying with to turn to the Lord. That was good.
This is wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. It says, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labor."
Right. The so-called white man, so-called white race have afflicted the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. You know, it don't matter how nice you are, how smiley you are, you still got judgment. You know? Judgment's still coming, man.
Judgment to the white man.
Well, judgment for everybody, 2/3 of our people as well. You know? Still gonna get it. Smiles don't matter. Go ahead, brother, read it again.
Come on. This is wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1.
Yep.
It says, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness."
Right, the righteous are as bold as a lion, and the wicked flee when no man pursueth. So who's going to be coming out here doing the work? Israelites. But who's going to be righteous of Israel? The elect. So the elect are going to be out here what? Bringing wisdom out into the streets. You see that? Go ahead. That's me, y'all. Go ahead.
Before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labor.
That's right, man. Keep going.
Look, verse 2. "When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear."
So when these nations see the prophecies coming to pass, that's like the brother was just reading. And when two-thirds of our people, I see you too. How you doing? Yeah, you felt that pull, right? Yeah. I felt it too when you came out the door. Go ahead.
"And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation."
Right, these nations are going to be amazed at the strangeness of our salvation. It's going to be strange to them. Why? Go ahead, brother.
"So far beyond all that they look for."
What? Read that again.
"So far beyond all that they look for."
Come on, I got to get this point.
And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, "This was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of approach."
Right, go ahead.